folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. So I know we talk long-term investing on this channel. However, many of you reach out to me and you say, Alex, I need to make money now. The long-term investing stuff's all fine and good and we know it works, but what if I need money right now? I got a little bit of capital and I need to build that up before I start putting some of it away in investments. So what do? I got you covered. We're going to talk how to do that in today's video. I'm going to show you some of the exact plays that I've been making that you can make yourself. And I'm also going to take you through the process of how to find these plays yourself so that you can do it in the future. Also, the greatest part about these plays, some of these are zero risk, right? Zero risk or as close to zero risk as you can possibly get, barring any major market shifts or market moves in the time in which you buy and sell the cards. So let's jump right into it. First up, this Pikachu promo, I have made a lot of money on in this hobby. Whole lot of money. And I'll explain to you why. So first off, this is the Team Up promo that came in the Team Up blister packs. It's the Pikachu SM162 back in Sun and Moon. It was kind of released with the Mimikyu promo 163 in the same blister packs. Now, if you scroll down, you can see what this card's selling for. It's selling for between $11 and $12 open market on TCG Player. Okay. What do I mean by zero risk? Well, what I mean is if you buy the single and have to flip the single, you're not going to lose money. If you try to grade it and get to 9, you're not going to lose money. And if it gets to 10, you're going to make exponential amounts of money. You're saying, Alex, that seems too good to be true. How can that be possible? I'll show you. It's called arbitrage. If you don't know what arbitrage is, it's buying cheaper in one place and then selling it for more in another place without changing the item at all. And so you can buy it for, $11 to $12 here. On eBay, the same card is selling $17.29 plus shipping, $14.48 plus or $14.48 free shipping, and you can see this is just a stock image, nothing to it. And so, if you can sell it for $14.50 to $18 plus dollars, right, and you can buy it for $11 to $12, even after fees and shipping it in a plain white envelope, you're going to either break even or make money on the single, right? So no risk there. Now, if you do decide to grade it and you get a PSA 9, remember, you have to obviously pay to grade it. There, calculate in whatever, how many cards you grade a year, how much the membership fee calculates into it, calculate in fees, or shipping to PSA and shipping back from PSA. Let's say it costs you $16 to $17 to grade the card, okay? So you're in the card, $11 to $12. You pay $16 to $17, all right? And the card's selling at a PSA 9 at $40, okay? So $11, $12, $16, $17, you're in under $30. Even after fees and shipping on this card, you're going to profit or you're going to make over $30. So you're going to profit a couple dollars even on the 9. Even when you miss and you get the 9, you're going to make money. All right. And then you go look at the 10 and here's the 10s. Last one sold in the US was almost $200. You have multiple selling in the United Kingdom and Canada in the mid 100s. You have another one here in Australia, mid 100s. You have one right here, 142 plus 5 shipping. So they are rising. If you look on the market right now in the 10s, there's one seller that just listed this for $100 basically, which I expect to get bought up very soon. You have another one at auction at 100 plus 5, and then it jumps up to $200 plus. There's very few of them on the market. They're becoming more scarce, and they're selling for more and more every single day. So let's recap. You bought the card for $11 to $12. If you get it in, you say, I don't even think it's gradable. Great. Flip it for $14.50 to $18. Make some money. If you try to grade it and you get a 9, great. Sell it on the market. You're going to make a few dollars and get your money back on the 9. And then if it does grade a 10, well, guess what? You just hit the jackpot, and now you're going to, 10x plus your money on the transaction. So that's the first play. You're asking, well, how hard is this to do? Well, here's TCG Fish. This kind of tells you if you want to use this website. It has the PSA pop reports, and it kind of tells you how hard it is to get a 10. They say it's about a 40% chance of getting a 10, which isn't terrible, right? For this much of a multiple, that's not terrible. Obviously, you want to try to find cards that have 50% or more 10 rates, but a lot of those cards don't have very high multiples, and there's not a lot of profit to be made. So with this card still having a 40% 10 rate and having that much of a multiple on a 10, it just makes a lot of sense to make this play, even to this day. Next up, we're going to go to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, I've talked about these before, but this is the Exodia Forbidden One quarter century rare, right? So you already know Exodia, popular figure in Pokemon. This is the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! The quarter century rares, right? That's what they call them. And because of that, it's got popularity to it, and it's sellable. So If we look down, this is very low risk, guys. For you don't have a lot of money, these cards are $2 and $3 on the market. That's it. That's all it costs you to make this play. So a $2 to $3 card. If you look on eBay, they're selling for, here's $4.95, $4.49, $4. So you can sell them for a profit raw, okay? If you want to grade them, right? Well, here's mine. One just sold. I just sold my 9 for $29.97. And so, you know, you bought it for $2, $3. You put $16, $17 into grading and you're in the card for $20 or less. After fees and shipping, I'm going to make more than $20. So you're going to profit on the 9. And then if we look at the 10, I just sold a 10 as well for $70. You can see other sales, $69.99. You got 65 or best offer, 75 or best offer. That's what the market is. And so you turned a $2, $3 card with $15, $16, $17 of grading into a $70 card. These are the plays that's out there, people. And if you ask like how hard that is to grade, well, here's the PSA pop report because TCG Fish doesn't have Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here, look at this. There's 300 of them graded. 143 got 10s, 132 got 9s, 31 got 8s. So about 50% of the cards getting sent in are getting 10s. So it's not that difficult of a play to do. So you're asking me, well, Alex, that's great you showed those two plays. Well, how am I going to do this myself? Honestly, guys, it just takes time and effort. It's going to TCG Player and just typing in, you know, different era promos, different sets, and going through and seeing if it makes sense. So if we just, you know, go SV base set, right? If we just start in Scarlet and Violet base set, and we can just go down the list, right? We can filter out all the sealed items, and we can just look at the cards, okay? And we can start with the Miriam, right? Click on the Miriam. You can go see what it's selling for. Filter by near mint, obviously. And you can say, okay, so it's going for about $21, about $21 to $22 near mint. So then you go to eBay, right? And you can just type it in Miriam 251. And you can see what it's selling for raw, right? Because you want to know like if you can even flip it raw. It looks like you can't flip it raw. So it looks like the Miriam is selling for about the same as TCG Player. Some go for a little more. So it looks like you might break even. Maybe you lose a little bit in fees and shipping. Nothing crazy. Then you can look at the PSA 9, see if there's any profit in the 9. Well, right here, $40 in the 9. We got $29.50 plus shipping. We've got $40. So it looks like you can get about $35 to $40 for it. So you buy it for $21, $22. You put 15, 16, 17 grading into it. You can sell it for about $40. Not really profit there. You're probably going to lose a little bit with fees and shipping. Okay. And then we can look at the 10. All right. You can see what the 10 is going for. Okay. So the 10, you got about what? $86, $90, $76, $82. So it looks like it's pretty clearly in like the mid 80s. And so you can get mid 80s to the 10. So obviously there's profit there. And so what you want to do from there is go and look at how hard it is to grade. Okay. So Miriam, have it bring it up. Here it is. All right, so it's about a 46.6% to grade, 2,182 10s, 2,498 9s. And so in my opinion, it's probably not the greatest play because you can't arbitrage it from TCG Player to eBay Raw, right? The 9, there's really no profit. And the 10, there is a good exponential profit, but for the difficulty it is to grade, I would want to see a little more profit built in, especially because there's higher percentage plays that have 60, 70% 10 rates that have the same, you know, kind of margins on the cards. And so I wouldn't go with Miriam. So what you have to do, you have to go back to the drawing board and, you know, keep going down the lists and looking at, you know, the next card. And you can go to different sets. You can go to older sets. You can go to vintage, to mid-era. You can look at promos. There's a lot of different things you can do. But that's where the time and effort comes in, right? Scrolling through card after card after card, putting in the calculations, seeing if it makes sense to either arbitrage it from one platform to another, if it makes sense to grade. Are you going to make money or lose money on the 9? How much money are you going to make on the 10? How hard is it to grade? Are the exponential profits worth it to grade it? This is kind of the process you have to go through if you want to be successful in grading these cards. And when you do find the plays that work, go in on them, right? Obviously, some cards are going to sell faster than others. Some cards are going to be more liquid. But if you're setting up to do this long term, that's kind of what you're going to have to do. You're going to have inventory that sells fast, inventory that sells slow. But when you hit these 10s, the gains are so exponential, they're going to pay for a lot of the expenses on the plays, and you usually will get into profits very quickly. Whereas all to the point where all the inventory you have sitting there, it's all going to be profit. And even if it sells slowly, it's just money in the bank at that point. And as long as you do this, you know, for a good 3-6 months, you get a few orders in a PSA, you start making flips, you will be able to get your money back. You will be able to build up that account and then be able to start investing long-term with some of those profits as you go. And that's kind of the strategy you can take if you have the time, want to put in the effort, and don't exactly have all the money to just invest right away. You can take this route. But this is to show you guys, like those plays I showed you, these are still working to this day. I'm still making sales on those to this day. And I've been making those plays for like, I don't know, half a year now or more. And so, plays that have worked 3, 6, 9, 12 months ago, they can still work. New plays are popping up every single day because, look, as optimized as this market is, people still miss things, right? There's different hobbies to look at. There's all kind of different cards. Not everyone can pay attention to every single market movement. And if you're at the right place at the right time, you can capture exponential gains being at the right place at the right time. So hope this video helped. Let me know in the comment section if it did. And, feel free to reach out and let me know of plays that you've been making and how you've been doing with them. I always love to hear success stories. And other than that, that's all I got today, guys. This is Alex. I'm Nostalgianomics, and I'll be back here in a new video soon. I'm out.